All right, here we are at Bloodstock 2026 for Rock and Load Mag and the Rig Rundown podcast. I'm here with Adam from Bloodstock. Adam, how are you, man?
Hi, good afternoon. Yeah, really good place at the minute, so dead happy.
Awesome. Well, I have to say, congratulations on one of the most impressive setups I've seen in my life. Everyone here loves it. It's so cool. Like, this is the best absolute time. Like, it's almost hard to describe how much fun it is. I think you have to come and see it for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to, everyone says it's a great event, it's family friendly, and
Yeah.
everyone gets on with it. But yeah, you've got to experience it to kind of really get a
Really
feel.
got to experience it.
Yeah.
It's unlike nothing else. It's awesome.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, and this is a very special event for you. This is the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, we started in 2001 as a small
Wow.
sort of indoor festival, and it's kind of grown over the years to what it is today. So, it's fantastic. In a good place. Tickets went on sale last night for next year, and the early birds sold out literally about 10 minutes ago. So, yeah, fantastic.
That is amazing, man. And it's a family-run business.
Yeah, it's my dad. Both my sisters, Rachel and Vicky, and my brother as well. So there's five of us that kind of run it and look after everything. So yeah, and we've kept it that way from the very start.
That's cool. Yeah, I was speaking with Vicky last year, and she was saying how she doesn't actually want it to get any bigger because it's perfect the way it is.
I think we're in a good place.
Yeah.
Where Bloodstock sits and where we want to be. We don't want to be, as big as Download. They've got their niche. They do their thing, and they do it, brilliantly. We're happy where we are. We're in a good spot. And we want to sort of maintain that footprint, really.
Yeah, well, it's excellent, man. And who would curate the lineups and book the bands?
To be fair,
do you all do it together?
Well, yeah, there is a team of people, but predominantly that's Vicky and Simon.
Okay.
They've got the finger on the pulse. Vicky's always out with Alan, and Simon looking at bands and doing the tours and everything else. So they're probably best pitched, but they don't book blindly. They will run bands past the team and get the view, get the thoughts. But ultimately, the decision stops with them, and I think they're doing a great job.
That is fantastic. And this year you have one of the most requested bands ever, Body Count, coming on the Sunday. How hard was it to try and get Mr. Ice-T down in the crew?
I mean, that's been a tough one, to be fair. I mean, Vicky, Vicky's been sort of trying for that band for sort of 5-6 years, and it's not a case of not wanting to do it. The schedule with his filming and everything else has always been difficult. So we were absolutely elated this year when it kind of happened and it worked, and everyone's super stoked for tomorrow afternoon to sort of catch that band along with all the other bands out there.
Everyone else, Judas Priest.
Yeah, Judas Priest.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is class, man. And we have to say, even afterwards here in the VIP, you have the after parties that go on with the tribute bands.
Yeah, I mean,
it's such a cool touch.
I think the whole thing is you've got the main stages, which are sort of running until main stage is around about 11. But then there's, fans aren't tired at 11, are they? They want a lot more to do. So we've got the Sophie stage and the VIP stage. They'll run VIP stage runs till 3, as does Sophie. There's loads to do, so it keeps everybody busy.
Yeah, that is awesome. Who would you be looking forward to seeing yourself out of the amazing lineup that you have this year?
Hard to pinpoint one. I've got a gym track I listen to quite often, which is from Orbit Culture, so I'm kind of quite looking forward to sort of catching them live. I've not seen them live before.
Yeah.
Inevitably Priest, and as you've said, Body Count, and Super Slaughter, Slaughter to Braille tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing them as well. So there's so many. It's if I can get away from the office.
That's it. It's similar for me. It's like you're working so hard. You have to really make efforts to go and watch them.
Yeah, absolutely. So, fingers crossed we'll get out, but, there's so many great bands to see.
Yeah, Lamb of God last night, I have to say,
they're
it's
insane.
so impressive.
Yeah, they're insane, as were Saxon the night before.
Yeah,
but I don't think there's not been a bad band.
No.
Every band has absolutely, nailed it this year. It's been superb.
We have a lot of great Irish representation this year with Mike Bertonal, Following the Lines, The Scratch, Imperial Demonic.
Yeah.
It's cool. The Irish Bloodstock connection's always been, very much appreciated from us on our side, and everyone loves coming over and representing.
There's a great pool of talent in Ireland,
Yeah.
and I think it's fantastic. It's magical that we're able to tap into that, and we're able to collaborate with that, and bring a lot of the Irish bands over.
Well,
The talent's amazing.
Simon has been coming over to judge the final. Well, back since when I was a singer in a band, over 10 years ago, and he's part of the furniture now. He's always welcomed in, and it's great to see him every time.
He does a fantastic job. He's a great ambassador for us and for heavy metal music generally. So
that is it. Meld to the Masses. Every band I've been speaking to that's been a part of it, we all agree it's probably the most valuable resource in our local scene. You don't see major festivals putting out a fast track method to recruit and embrace the community and bring bands in like the way Metal to the Masses does. It's really impressive.
The clarity. I think for unsigned bands, it's not to exploit them. It's to make sure they've got fair opportunity to get to that next step on the ladder. And all Bloodstock is, and we always say that for Metal to the Masses bands, it's a stepping stone.
Yeah.
This is not the goal. This is the stepping stone to get to the next tier.
It's got to the point now where Metal to the Masses is an event unto itself.
Yeah.
And even if you don't win it, if you're in it, that's pretty damn impressive in itself.
Absolutely.
And back home, all the shows sell out. They're the highest attended series of gigs that we have,
which is brilliant.
Yeah, which is so cool.
But that shows the level of talent that there is about. And I came to Ireland. I went to Fibber McGee's a few years ago.
Oh, lovely place.
And the bands playing that night were all literally off the charts. They really were. So it's not old school sort of garage bands that you tend to think it's kind of don't have the sound. These bands are polished. They're really good.
Well, that's it. We actually, it's working the other way around as well. We're meeting bands who won Metal to the Masses regions, and now we're inviting them to come and play in Ireland with us. So it's actually, they're getting so much more.
Yeah.
They don't just, it doesn't just stop from playing Bloodstock. It's the first step to more things.
Absolutely, and that's how it should be.
Yeah.
And that's how the bands need to view it. So if we're part of that journey, that's amazing.
That's brilliant. Would you have any advice for any bands looking to partake in Metal to the Masses?
Just basically be yourselves, be authentic. Don't try and sort of copy somebody else. Do what you do and make yourself known and make yourself heard. But if you don't get through in the first try again.
Yeah.
Many bands have gone through on the third or fourth attempt, and not one band I've ever spoken to has been ungrateful for that experience. They've relished with it.
Well, I'm a 3-time finalist myself from
There
back
we go.
in the day,
There we go.
and I have to say it was major opportunities came after that, even from getting into the final.
Brilliant. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's cool. Last year we had If It Bleeds from Belfast. This year we had Microtonal. The year before last we had Nyland. It was actually my old band.
Right,
they
well,
won it before. It's quite a cool little community, and everyone knows each other.
And it's fantastic. It's something that we're going to heavily support and continue to do so. Simon does a great job, and Paul, my dad, it was his vision from the outset to have this program that was transparent. It's kind of got rid of the old pay per play sort of experiences that are out there. So it's a great opportunity for bands.
That is fantastic. And then so you've announced next year's festival, 2027. Yeah. The lineup already is majorly impressive, and I'm guessing there's still more to come.
Oh God, yeah. We've announced 27 bands out of 125 bands, so
still about 100 more to come.
Yeah. Much more news to follow.
Wow, I have to say I am incredibly excited to get the opportunity to potentially get to see Death Clock.
Yeah,
I never thought I'd get to see Death Clock. I thought they were perhaps finished when the show finished, and we're getting Death Clock.
Yeah, great booking by the team, so you can't fault them there.
Yeah. What about yourself? You any favorites for next year you're looking forward to seeing?
There's bands that we've booked that I can't talk about just yet. Oh. So there are a few sort of pearls of wisdom that are going to come that are sort of definitely up my street. Okay. I want to sort of catch Motionless on stage as well at Bloodstock. It's different because when they come to Blood, you see them at shows. For us, it's a bit more special when they play Bloodstock because it's our show. So it kind of has a different meaning.
You get to be the host.
Yeah, exactly.
Fun. Yeah, I'm seeing. I do some booking of shows in our club back in Belfast, and it's cool to be the host. It's nice to welcome them in. I'm actually bringing over bands, Metal to Masses bands, back to Belfast with me.
Flipping it back.
Yeah, flipping it back.
Perfect.
And we have Unnatural Order, who won. I think it was West Ham or London.
Yeah,
Metal to Masses last year.
Yeah.
We were like, dudes, you're coming to Belfast. Well, let's get you. And they're playing with us next month.
Yeah. If you're seeing bands that you probably wouldn't have seen otherwise.
That's it.
So absolutely fantastic. That's how it's supposed to work.
That's it, because you come to you look forward to seeing your favorites, but it's the bands that are brand new to you that are actually sometimes some of the coolest finds.
Well, that's what festivals are, aren't they? They're opportunities to discover something you haven't seen.
Well, that was it. Like last night, the Alice in Chains UK and Motley Crue. Yeah. In the tribute, I had my first time seeing those guys. Blown away. It was so fantastic.
Brilliant.
So you guys are quite on the ball with bookings. You're about a year in advance then.
They're talking. They're currently talking. Vicky and Simon are talking to 28 at the moment. So they've got those irons are in fires already, and
big things
conversations are happening. Yeah.
Wow, that is so cool, man. Can you tell us anything else about the future of the festival? Anything perhaps we might be surprised by in future? Any more fun features?
Well, it's one of those things that ultimately, if it's not broken, don't try and fix it. And we're very conscious, sort of not to sort of meddle too much.
Okay.
But we are always looking at ways of improving the experience for the fans.
Like the fun things that like Sam Stratton does, like his quizzes,
absolutely.
All of those fun things.
Pillow Fight Club.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Pillow Fight Club. The most important rule about Pillow Fight Club is don't talk about Pillow Fight Club.
There you go.
Oh man, it's been Adam. Thank you so much for your time. It's
My
been
pleasure.
Lovely to meet
Thank you for having us,
bro. Yes, here we
care.
are with Adam from Bloodstock, and thank you very much.